Hi guys, it's Churches, Graveyards and Graves here, and today we're at the really small church of St Michael's in Willington. I'm going to just tell you a little bit about this church. I'm going to show it you, and then we're just going to do a grave after that. So I hope you'll be interested in this. Firstly, I just wanted to show you the graveyard. So I'm going to turn it around and just show you this. So this is the graveyard at Willington, and what interested me is look at all the graves are facing in this direction, so they're all faced in an easterly direction, and there's the odd one that's faced west. But as you can see from here, if I turn this around, you can see that this grave, all these graves are facing east. So most graves do try to face east because that is where Jerusalem is, and where they believe that Christ is going to return. Hence the reason that most graves face the east, and most of the graves here at Willington do face east. So I'm just going to turn it around a little bit now and show you the church. So this is a really small church, and look at the tiny little tower on that. And you can see that the central nave is older, and this outside bit is much newer. I hope you can see the difference in the stone. I think you can. It's pretty obvious. And it was mostly extensively restored in the middle of the 19th century, where most of them were extensively restored. But the tower is also of a slightly later age than the middle bit. Now we're going to go round and I'm going to show you the oldest bit of Willington Church, because to me the oldest bits are always the most interesting. So this is the back of the church, and then we're now going to go to the front, to the south porch. So we're coming up to the south entrance now, and I love these. You don't see them in many places now, only on the old houses. And I just wanted to point out these lovely boot scrapers that again are probably Victorian, made of cast iron. So whenever you entered, you could just scrape your boots there. Fabulous. And then we're just going to walk up to the oldest bit of the church. Now this one has had this porch put on it. Again, it'll be a 19th century porch. And I've got my dog with me, so sometimes she pulls me around. And obviously this one's got welcome up. But you can now see in this porch that the porch has been covering the oldest bit of the church, which is this Norman porchway, and you can tell that by the stonework. So I'm just going to show it you here. So this would be 12th century, and by far the oldest bit of the church. And if you look really closely, you can even see like scratch markings, sort of graffiti markings, things where the obviously sharpened things at the time. And we're going to go a bit lower, and this has been incorporated into the porch, but this is a Norman copestone, something like that. And you can always tell by this sort of sculpture here. Obviously the vast majority of it is gone. It's been worn away. Whether it was some sort of step or a grave top or a copestone, I'm not exactly sure. But this is without a doubt Norman. And just look at this decorative bit at the end here. It's like a cross with the circles. And you might have found that these were like snakes' heads, like the rings of eternity originally. But with Norman design, it tends to be a lot cruder. So this kind of dates this porch, and you can certainly see that. Well, not the actual porch itself, but the entranceway. And you can see how the wooden thing has been added to it in much later years. So that's one of the most interesting things about Willington St Michael's and its porchway. Yeah, so I hope that gives you an idea. It's a pity there's not some graffiti on it just to really show you its date and its age. But so that's St Michael's at Willington, and its fabulous Norman porch. See you soon.